Hey everybody, I wanted to spend a little bit of time going over the intellectual property presentation. And so this is a fairly standard lab report. We just need to make sure that you understand where you're going to get your information from. So you are going to look up an intellectual property. An intellectual property is another name for a patent or a trademark, and the United States Patent and Trademark Office has a search engine which allows you to go and look up anything that has been patented. Okay, look up all those patents. So you are going to find a pharmaceutical that has been patented, and then you're going to look up the patent for it, and then you're going to fill out this report form with information, and then you're going to rewrite what they call the first claim. The first claim is something pretty straightforward. It's the very first of the things that are being patented. Okay, so and then once you rewrite the first claim, the last thing that you're going to do is create a presentation that goes over this. This is something that you would normally do during the last couple of weeks of Organic 2 Lab. So we're just going to transition this exact lab to doing it online. Okay, so there's a website that goes over the whole process. I will tell you that the website asks you to pick a pharmaceutical that is on the top, but that list is old. It's from 2005. So I'm going to broaden the selection so that you can pick anything, any pharmaceutical that you wish. Okay, now we pick pharmaceuticals because pharmaceuticals are typically chemical in nature. Remember, patents don't have to be of compounds. They can be of anything, electronics, processes, just about anything. So we want to make sure that the process or the patent that you come up with is a chemical patent. Okay, and so you'll want to search it using the search engine, the USPTO search engine. And you also, I mean, let's be real, is that you want to pick a pharmaceutical that interests you, meaning something that you have some sort of familiarity with. That helps in the presentation part of this. Not that we're necessarily asking you to pick something that you have, that you're going to have a deeply personal story about, but if you feel like sharing a deeply personal story, then that actually can help your presentation to make something personal. And then you also want to make sure that the patent that you pick is that the first claim is pretty straightforward. Sometimes first claims can be very complex and can be very difficult to suss out. So you want to make sure that the patent that you pick has a first claim that you can understand and that you feel comfortable presenting. Okay, so then you're going to fill out the report form. Once you have that patent, once you've selected the pharmaceutical and you've found the patent, then you're going to fill out this report form. Okay, the report form is very straightforward. There's not much on here that requires necessarily a lot of thinking. It just requires you to kind of write down information from the patent. What's the pharmaceutical, keywords, name of patent, etc., on down the line. And then you'll notice that the last thing is to rewrite the first independent claim in your own words. So this is going to prep you for the presentation. Once you find your patent, you take the first claim, the first independent claim, and you're going to rewrite what it says kind of in your own words so that you can start kind of the processing of that first independent claim to get ready to present it to me. Okay? So then kind of, so that's the report form. Again, the report form is not super challenging to fill out. It's just a lot of details that you get from the patent. But the last thing that you're going to have to do, and the significant part of your grade, is you're going to have to create a 10 to 15 minute presentation on the patent. Okay. Yes, you're going to have to include all the information from the report, the IP report, the who the inventor was, who the assignee is, how long expiration, the number, all this stuff. So you're going to spend a little bit of time going over that. But what I really want to see is a presentation that bases itself on the first independent claim. Okay. Now, I have done this for a long time, and I will tell you that most people will use. I did have one student not have any presentation tool or assisting software. They just came in and talked about the patent, and that wasn't a very good presentation because you're trying to convey an idea. So the easiest thing to do is to get out slideshow like Google Slides or PowerPoint and create a slideshow. And that's kind of the traditional thing that you've probably been doing in schools for years. But there are other, fancy presentation tools that you can use. Prezi is one. Powtoons, they're great for doing presentations, but you want to make sure that you don't lose the first independent claim behind all this fancy stuff that goes on. Okay, this is supposed to be a formal presentation where you are taking everything super seriously. It's not supposed to be a presentation about presentation tools. It's supposed to be about the first, about a patent. Okay, so once you make your presentation, again, it should be 10 or 15 minutes. You have two ways that you can present this. We're doing this all digital. So you can do this by either contacting your instructor and signing up for a time, or coming up with a mutually agreeable time where you can use a Google Meet or Zoom or Blackboard Collaborate or whatever conferencing tool that you want to use, and you can do it live over those platforms. The other method that you can do is you can screen record your presentation, and you can use Screencast-O-Matic or Screencastify or a bajillion other screen recording tools. And you can, once you do that, you can do your presentation, you can record it, and then you can send a link to your recording or send the file to your instructor. Okay, just know that each method has positives and negatives. Sure, the live one you get done right away, and it gets. But you could be asked questions right in the spur of the moment, and if you don't know the answer, that is tough. So there's pros and cons for that. And then the recording thing seems nice because then you're not going to have to field questions, but the expectation there is that your presentation is going to be a little more tight, that you're going to be able to eliminate a lot of the fluff in the presentations, where you're going to be able to just you're going to be able to get to the point, and you're going to be able to very professionally explain everything. Okay, so there's pros and cons, but in the end, know that the IP report, the paper that you fill out, is 30% of your grade, and the primary, more than 2/3 of your grade, is the presentation. Okay, so that is your outline of the IP lab, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day, everybody.